Hey guys, it's Emmanuel, your body code practitioner out here in Las Vegas. Part of the reason why you're coming on here is because maybe someone sent this to you and you are going through a breakup. You're going through a relationship transition, relationship change. Maybe someone left you or you left someone. This message is very, very important because there could be a lot of heartbreak you're going through, and I totally sympathize. I've been through it. In fact, I'll even tell you what's happened recently to me. But I just want to let you guys know that there's something beautiful about what I'm about to tell you right now, and that there's hope. And a lot of people might say, well, it's time to get a shrink or it's time for a marriage counselor. I'm going to tell you the most proficient way to get over your situation. Now, obviously, there's different methods. Obviously, there's so many people giving advice. What do you do after breakup? What do you do after breakup? What do you trust? And I'm going to tell you something totally brand new that you've probably never heard before, unless you've been in the energy healing industry. But I really believe I've never seen anything like this. And to be honest with you, I deal with a lot of clients that have PTSD, serious depression, serious anxiety. And for me, I feel like I've never been through that. And just recently, I went through my own breakup in regards to my family. And I really had with my wife. And really, it's been a very hard journey. Some of you guys are my own clients, and you guys are healers yourself, and you might have sensed something was a little bit off with me. But I would say 99% of people did not know anything was wrong with me just because I was working on myself. I had other people working with me. In fact, I had Dr. Bradley Nelson work with me. I had his daughter work with me. I had my friend Carson work with me. Rachel Footy worked with me. I had all these amazing practitioners take some time out of their busy schedules to work on me. And I'll tell you this, I really found a lot of psychic traumas, hidden psychic traumas, basically things that people deal with that have PTSD symptoms. I even remember a day where I was shaking for like almost 6 hours when I was finding out certain things and things like that. And it just really hurt me. And I really didn't know how I was going to get out of it. I really started having flashbacks. I started having lack of sleep, insomnia. I even had a day where I was on the ground suffering from stomach pain, and like I was like dry heaving for like at least 30 minutes. And so I've been through that. If you can relate to any of those things at all, I've actually finally say that I've been there. And there's some reason why I'm going through all this. And maybe it was just to connect with you guys more, because to be honest, I always felt bad that I was like, I know how you feel. I really couldn't say that. Now I feel like through this trauma breakup that I've had, I feel like finally I've experienced it. And now I can turn around and whenever you guys say, oh, I've been dealing with this, I'm like, I've been there. And I know a way out. I know a way out of that cave that's really dark and there's no hope. I actually felt me move that rock from the cave and come out. And it really is true. It's really possible. And so I just want to share with you guys, what do you do with a breakup? Well, you want to get acquainted with a book called The Emotion Code. That's the first step. You want to do that. There's a great book also that I think might also assist you in your journey. And this is one that I recommend. It's called Tears to Triumph by Marianne Williamson. Highly recommend this, because a lot of us, whenever we go through moments of suffering, she was kind of mentioning in her book, you can cry 2 or 3 tears, but hey, don't cry 33 tears. Don't cry 30. There might be something wrong with you. There might be a chemical imbalance. There might be, something going on where, there is something like depression and anxiety that needs to be treated right away with a pill, because Lord knows you shouldn't do 33 tears. Now there's something wrong with you. Don't mourn too long. And so we live in that society where as soon as we start hearing about, if you cry too long or anxious too long, we're very quick to swallow something. And it's okay. If that's how, someone recommended something to you, that someone that they love, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. But I would highly look into coupling that with some energy work and some, just some research. I mean, definitely Marianne Williamson's been through depression, been through things like that, and she overcame it in her own way. But beyond this, what is a very strong, efficient way is using the emotion code and the body code. And I just want to tell you an example of kind of like a code red. I know someone that was dealing with relationship issues just recently. I'm not going to mention her name. And very rough day. There was a lot of It had to do with some men involved, and there was some splitting up. There was a lot of conflict going on in the relationship, and she was like, "Help! Like the way I'm feeling right now." And a lot of us have been through that. Probably that day where I was shaking, where it was like, I don't know what to do. And the first thing I thought of was just pray. Obviously, prayer and God I think is really important. But the second thing I would do is I would call a practitioner and be like, "Hey, when's the soonest time you have available?" I'm like, and you can tell them specifically, like, in the last month and a half, I'd like to see what energetic imbalances or what things, some trapped emotions or any negative energies have come into my body. You can do that. Literally, like, you can say, like, in the last 2 months, which was a horrible breakup time, can we focus on those 2 months and remove anything? And so I sometimes say it in an affirmation statement. I'd like to have peace with what happened in the last 2 months in regards to my partner. Then you would muscle test it. The body code practitioner would muscle test it and be like, let's see, are you at 90%? No, less than 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7. So 7% peace with that statement of you having peace with that moment. At that point, he goes into the body code and he or she goes into the body code and starts releasing certain energies. Maybe you have a cord connected to him. Maybe you have, there's just different things you might have. You might have a memory field where you keep referring to traumatic events very, very easily. You may have a despair anchor where you're like, well, I'll never find a guy again. And your body's like, okay, let me just anchor that into your life. Or maybe you might have a broadcast message. It's like, oh man, people just beat me up. And then now you're setting up this message for people to beat you up. And you're like, every time I meet some guy, they're always very physically, emotionally abusive. Why do they keep coming? Red alert for broadcast message. And so these are different energies that you could have from the previous relationship, but you can, like I said, you can hone in on time. Tony Robbins is known as the one-stop doctor. Technically, body code and emotion code practitioners could be one-stop doctors in regards to your emotional health. And so at Coding Alternative, we actually just launched a membership program. I believe it's $55 a month, and it gives you access to 2 email sessions. So 2 30-minute sessions a month. There's no rollover on it. And what it will do is that if you pay that, it's like your own emotional insurance. Are there days that your child has some issues at school? You can be like, okay, body code practitioner, work on him. He's very, very nervous about a test coming up. Work on him so that he's not as nervous. Boom. The body code practitioner works with him. All of a sudden, he has more confidence. He sleeps well at night. He's ready for the test and does very well. Can we do that? Most definitely. What about mother came home from work, or mother is cooking dinner. Father has a really, really bad day, comes home very upset, roughs her up, blah, blah, blah. Very traumatizing night for the mother. Mother needs to stay positive for the kids. Body code practitioner can say, everything that happened yesterday in regards to the husband, how much peace do you have that? 62%. Move that 62% to 100%. All of a sudden you're like, I forgive him, less resentment. Obviously there needs some work on the husband. He obviously has some trapped emotions and a heart wall. But on your side, how are you feeling? Way, way better, and you can keep driving whatever you're doing. And so I worked with this lady who was having some issues in relationship, and it was on the spot, peace and comfort. I removed probably 5 or 6 trapped emotions. She related to every single emotion that she's feeling. She says, yeah, I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that. And I'm just muscle testing. I'm like, I found this from last night. I found this from last night. Oh, and by the way, now you have a image of him that has to do with an image of him that this is a emotion that whenever you see him, you think of this. Let's release that. And then her resentment was going down and down and down. And so, guys, this is the future. This is where we need instant healing very, very quickly. If you're dealing with a breakup right now, contact your body code practitioner and tell them and say, hey, listen, I've been having a bad 2 months. I've been having a bad 2 days. I just moved out. The last week has been the hardest for me. I'm homeless, or whatever's going on. Just tell them to work on a certain period of time, make a percentage point, and then move that percentage to 100%. But as long as the membership goes, that you can use it for your dog, you can use it for your child, you can use it. Look, we have medical insurance, we have life insurance, we have all these different insurances where a fire insurance, something happens, your house burns down, but emotionally, what about you burning down? That could happen. And and what about the different emotional statuses of your family? Aren't they worth it to have something that someone is there just in case an emergency happens, or you need, or like let's say you hurt your leg, you hurt your leg. They can work on the physical trauma, inflammation trauma, and different things like that. Just use one of the sessions for the membership. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, Coding Alternative now has a membership. It's $55 a month. You can email us at codingalternative@gmail.com. Again, it's codingalternative@gmail.com. And we can send you a link on how you can sign up for that. But I'm just so impressed that she told me, this client, she says, I feel so much peace right now. I slept very well that night, and I feel even better the next day. Immediate relief for a horrible, tumultuous day the day before. We are the one-stop doctors, and we'd love to help out. So with that, I hope you guys appreciated this video. And this is a very powerful way to help you overcome your situation right now. And I wish you peace, and I wish your family peace. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below or email us at codingalternative@gmail.com. And so I wish you guys the best. Have an amazing day, and I hope this message resonated with you. Take care. Bye-bye.